In the west of Cameroon, the Noun district is crossed by a river whose many tributaries and sub-tributaries provide the inhabitants with a particularly lucrative activity, sand digging. The sand is used to supply the needs of the rapidly developing construction industry. The work done on this small river, the Denkene, feeds an entire industry of men, women and children. Our correspondent in Cameroon, Abubakar Siddiq Munchili, visited the village of Madenkene. Take a look.
Madenkene, in the Noun department, a small village in West Cameroon, has built its reputation on the artisanal extraction and sale of sand. Sand mining is by far the main source of income here, ahead of agriculture, trade and small-scale livestock farming for these poor populations seeking for survival.
Everything you see here help our parents to raise us. The parents explore the sand, sell it, and pay for all our schooling fees, our clothes, and food from this activity.
This has been going on for a long time, and it seems to be a tradition that is passed on from generation to generation. The sand mining business has been a godsend to the local community to make ends meet, and many are women. Entering the water every day, 1 or 2 baskets and a hoe in hand, going to the bottom to extract sand. With all the risk one can imagine, it has simply become a routine for them.
We've been working the sand here for a long time. When we're on site, we finish around 2 o'clock. We clock in at 10 a.m. and we leave at 2 p.m.
A heap of these rock seeds, which can fill a van weighing less than 12 tons, is bought by truckers or resellers for 24,000 CFA francs, roughly over 36 euros.
We extract the sand out in a week. We call the trucks, which come to collect the sand, and we get 24,000 francs.
Some may say that it is a ridiculous amount of money with regard to the suffering endured by many during high inflation period in Cameroon, but enough to put a smile on the face of these women who sometimes bear the entire burden of the family.
This is our livelihood in our neighborhood. When we sell the sand, we can buy food to feed our children and ourselves. We also use this money in case of good or tough events. In the dry season, we work downstream, and in the rainy season, upstream. We fight so that the children do not have to stay at home and can go to school. Our priority is the children's schooling fees, even before food.
Some of these women, as well as other men and children, are self-employed. Others are regrouped in associations or economic interest groups to share the profits after sales. The sector is promising for the development of this village and the region in general. This has led to the local authorities to get involved in supporting these sand miners.
It's been at least 2 or 3 years since the commune of Fumban developed a development plan. It came with a PNDP, National Program for Participatory Development, and they set up groups. So I am the mining and energy delegate here in Madenkene in this communal plan. So we are organized into Puakone associations and EIGs, economic interest groups. For sand exploitation, the women mine. They're selling groups, but also individually.
Despite this organization, the difficulties faced by the sand miners in this village are enormous.
It takes time, it is tiring too, but it makes you eat, so you have to work. If we could perhaps find a machine that could help to extract the sand, and then when the trucks arrive, we share the profits with the population, that could help everyone.
The sand extracted here is sent to the large depot in the cities or delivered directly to the customers who need it for the various construction projects. Rapid urbanization in Cameroon has created a high demand for this precious resource. In big cities like Yaoundé and Douala, sand is bought at a high price, close to 200,000 CFA francs, that is 305 euros for a 20-ton truck, sometimes more, depending on the season, but nothing to do with what happens in the hinterland. This has created an enormous pressure on the country's waterways and beaches, which are suitable for this activity due to a large number of operators, hence leading to the development of the juicy industry profiting to a myriad of actors.
The
sand sector, as you know, is informal. So the economic operators operate at several levels, starting from those who put their money to buy the trucks, and then the driver who drives this truck. And then the truck is driven to the motorways. There we have the divers. And there are also economic operators at this level, those who own the sand deposit there. They employ divers to go in the water in return of an amount of money for every filled pirogue that comes out from the water. They pay them also, and when the sand is taken out to the shore, they pile it up. They sell it to the trucks, who in turn load it in the bigger trucks to head to Yaoundé.
The list goes on and on. After air and water, sand is the most consumed natural resource on Earth. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, its global demand is around 50 billion tons. Apart from civil engineering with construction works, sand in Cameroon is also one of the raw materials of several industrial sectors involved in manufacturing several objects. These companies are currently on the rise with the post-COVID economic revival in the country.